Hey there guys, my name is Raxby and welcome back to some more Professor Layton. We're gonna move on up right here and we're gonna do some talking here. First with Agnes, I believe it is, who's now over here. Oh, her fortune looks miserable. Well, I don't believe in fortune telling. Ha! Take that. Alright, so now we're on to the next puzzle, and we've already done one of these one-line puzzles. The idea is, as I've told you last time, a puzzle, or not a puzzle, a figure can be drawn with just one line if all of the intersections, so all the points where two or more lines intersect, have an even amount of lines going into them. Or if there are exactly two intersections that have an odd amount of lines going into them. Those are the only two conditions in which a figure can be drawn with one line. And in this case, only one figure applies, and that is the figure in the top right corner. So let's circle it and hit submit.
How does this sound? Professor, I've solved it!
I believe they explain it here. Yeah, the key areas where multiple lines intersect. The number of lines running through a given point are odd or even. If all intersections contain an even number, or if there are two intersections that contain an odd number, it can be drawn with one line. And that has more than two intersections with an odd number. Yeah, it was quick. I guess her fortune is good. Oh, really? Well, that's... I don't really like you, Agnes. I'm gonna talk with this guy with his weird-ass mustache that I actually kind of like. Zaponi, or Zapone. Oh, hey, Zapone. Alright, we'll solve your puzzle. You seem like an interesting feller. That's a weird word. Anyway, puzzle 38, island hopping. Here is an overhead view of a cluster of tropical islands. As you travel from A to B, your objective is to visit every island exactly once. The island folks say this can be accomplished with the addition of a single straight bridge. The only other rule is that your bridge can't cross over any pre-existing bridge. So where should your bridge go? Alright, so we have to visit every island a maximum or exactly once. So we can walk this yep, like from A to there, and then from there to there, from there to there, then around in a circle like that, then that, then that, then that. So but then here we would have to split up, because either we would go down like that and then we would cross these four, but we couldn't really go back, or we would end up taking this route, but then we would come across this one and we couldn't really go back here. So the problem is somewhere here, and the correct answer actually is that if we were to take this down pot here, we would take it like that, then like that, and then like that, and then like that. And then from this point we would have to cross over here, and then we could go down to the right, down, and to B. So this is the one you want to connect.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Yep, as it shows here on the map, I already showed you guys, but this is how you walk. Yes, but we're not a detective though, but are you, Zapone? Anyway, thank you for the gizmo and for the interesting puzzle. Now, I know we were told to go up right, but I want to go up left instead, because I feel there are a few puzzles that we can solve here. Starting with this guy here. Archibald, that's such an old people name. I don't know. I always think it's an old people name. I don't really know anyone named Archibald though, but it just sounds like an old people name. Anyway, he wants our help with a puzzle. Puzzle number 40, Father's Age. A father and son are chatting when the son poses this question. Dad, I'm 22 now, but just how old are you? The father replies, you want to know how old I am, eh? Well, I tell you what, I'm as old as you are, plus half of my age. How old is the father? Alright, so the father is basically X years old. And he also furthermore, he says that he is 22 plus half of his age, which is X. Now, you might still be like, well, that doesn't really help. But we can clearly see that if X equals this, then we can subtract half X on the right, and we can subtract half X on the left, then we would get the submission half of X equals 22. So that means that if we double half X to be X, then X is 44. It's not as hard as it may seem. That was meant to be a 4. But it can be a bit tricky on this game too. Why is it not letting me do the 4? Yeah, really? You think that's a 9? 4. 4. There we go.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Yep, it's not that tricky, as I just explained. Yeah, you're welcome for the help, I guess. Anyway, thanks for the strange gizmo. Now, I actually want to explore a little bit here, see if we can find some hint coins, because I don't know where any of them are here. Oh, oops, didn't mean to talk to you, Archibald. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, here we go. A hidden puzzle. Puzzle 101, splitting it up. You have a big wooden cube that's painted red on all 6 sides. After splitting the cube along the white line shown in the picture, you are left with 27 small cubes, identical in size but varying in the number of red sides per cube. How many of these small cubes have just one of their 6 sides painted red? Now this might seem really tricky, but we know, for example, that this is one little cube that is painted red on 3 sides. But for example, the one next to it over here is painted red on 2 sides, namely like the side and the top here. But this one in the middle, we know that only the outside has been painted red, so that's 1. And the one in the very middle has been painted red on 0 sides, so it's really easy to tell. Like, all of the corner pieces are on 3 sides, all of the pieces like on one of the sides, so like this one, this one, this one, and this one are on 2 sides, and the corners weren't, because they were on 3 sides. So that means only the middle pieces on all sides are painted on one side, and there are 6 of those, so the answer is 6.
How does this sound? Professor, I've solved it!
Yep, and you can maybe see it a little bit better in this diagram. I don't know, I don't think it's the best diagram of it, but yeah, basically the answer is 6. And I agree, Luke, that was a piece of cake, or should I say a piece of cube. Okay, let's move on here. And what's this guy up to? Jarvis. He has an interesting looking head. Although I guess everyone in St. Mystere, or in Professor Layton in general, has different shaped heads. Anyway, he hasn't seen Ramon, so... but he does talk about how people are seemingly disappearing. But he doesn't know anything about it. So that isn't really much help. but apparently Zapone knows more. He was in front of the cafe. Yeah, we saw him. So I guess we'll have to ask Zapone some more about those disappearings. Anyway, before we go, let's grab some coins, because I believe we can pick up a few here. No? There we go. That's one more. I don't know where the last one is. Oh, well, let's head down here. And this is actually the right path that we could take. Alright, let's see if we can get some hint coins before we talk to this guy here. Because I always forget to grab hint coins. So hopefully you guys aren't in need of those too badly, because I'm kind of skipping out on those. And there we go, there's another. Okay, well, let's just talk with this guy. Gerard. Oh, hello there. Say, laddie, you haven't seen a big coin around here. Well, we got 2 coins, 2 hint coins. But yeah, he needs some help with money, so let's be his accountant. Puzzle 41, spare change. A rope and coins are arranged as shown below. As you pull the ends of the rope out to the left and right, the rope will draw and taut and push the coins to either side. Assuming you only get to keep the coins that end up on the top half of the rope, how many coins will you have? Now really, the way to do this is really slow and tedious, but you're gonna have to want to draw all the way around the rope. And for example, you'll see this one is on the wrong side of the rope, so we're not getting that, and then we're not getting that one either. And then you're just gonna have to keep on drawing. We're not getting those, but we are getting this one right here. And then yeah, you would have to keep drawing for the entire rope, and it would take me quite a while. So I'm not gonna go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys the answer. If you want, just draw it all the way out. That's the way to get the answer. But I've done it before, and the answer is 9.
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
That's right, and here it shows you in blue the coins that you're actually getting. Oh yeah, we are quite sharp. And we got another changed gizmo. And actually, with that, we have all the gizmo parts we need. So, I've shown you here the blueprint already, and we have one part put in already. So let's put the rest of the parts in. We put in like some sort of tail. Now we're putting in one of the legs, the tail bobble, I guess. It's one of the feet, another leg. I don't know what that is, the battery, so like his heart maybe. Another foot and another leg. A toaster, which forms a big part of his body, then another foot. And we got another leg, a front leg, and with another foot again. Then we got one of the ears, it seems. The back part of his body. We get a piece of his head, maybe. Some eyes. His face. A tongue. Another ear. And finally, a nose. And Gizmo, our Gizmo thing is complete. It's a little robot dog. So we have to name this dog. Which is a bit like, I'll have to come up with something good. I don't know something good, but yeah, it tells us to reset the game. We'll be doing that in one of the bonus episodes. Anyway, let's name this little doggy. Alright, I've thought about it for a little bit, and I've come up with a name. I'm gonna name him Scrappy, because he was made from scrap parts, so it seems fitting. So we have our little dog here, so we can go into gizmos, and then it shows you the name Scrappy and leads, and what that means is actually he can sniff out hint coins and hidden puzzles and stuff. I think it activates pretty much on its own. I don't think you can activate it really. So we'll talk more about it when it actually just shows up and when it decides to do something. For now, let's talk to Gerard again, because he'll need some more money advice from us. Yeah, because he was on a holiday and he feels like he got ripped off when buying a camera case. So, puzzle 42, the camera and the case. While walking through a market on holiday, you notice a small stand selling cameras. The camera and case set is selling for £310. The merchant tells you that the camera costs £300 more than the case itself, and that the case costs the price of the set minus the cost of the camera. You decide to just buy the case without the camera. You hand the merchant £100. How much change should you get back? Alright, now we have two things here. Okay, we have the camera, which we'll call X, and then we have the case, which we'll call Y. We know that X plus Y is 310, because that is the set together, and the difference between X and Y is exactly 300. Now that now so you're inclined to think, okay, well, that must mean that the camera is 300 and that the case is 10, so 300% is 310, but it's 300 more than the case, not and this would only be 290 more, so that can't be it. What it actually is if it needs to be 300 more, then the price of this would have to go down. So let's say it's only 5 instead of 10, but then this would have to go up. This would have to go up with 5 to still keep it 310, so that would become 305, and that's actually it. The camera is 305, whereas the case itself is only 5. Since we hand in £100, we should get back £95.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Yep, it was quite a misleading talk, but hey, we didn't get swindled. Yep, I'm sorry you got ripped off, Gerard. Anyway, let's move down here. And I know we can talk with Sapone right now, but actually, there are some puzzles that I want to solve. So I want to go out here, and I believe if we go in here now and talk with Rodney, he'll have a puzzle for us. Alright, and he tells us that we can't go to the tower. Come on. Alright, yeah, okay. But now he has a puzzle with us for us with stamps. Puzzle 44, Stamp Stumper. You just got back from the post office, where you bought a sheet of stamps with values ranging from 10 pennies to £1. First, you detach the £1 stamp and set it aside. Now can you divide the remaining stamps up so that you make 7 differently shaped groups of stamps, each with a total value of £1. Now this might seem tricky at first, but I don't really think it's all that tricky, to be honest. Alright, so we can easily just cut it like this. Is that enough? No, that wouldn't be enough, because that would be 80 plus 10 would be 90. But if we add in this 10 here, right like that, it's 10 plus 60 plus 20 plus 10 is 100. So that would take care of the first one. Next up we have this 10 plus 20 plus 20 plus 50. That is also 100, and that's a different shape again. So we're doing good so far. And now we have these 3 30s with the 10 in the middle. That's another 100. Then we can do this this straight line here with the 80 and the 2 10s. Then we can do this little triangle of the 70 plus 20 plus 10. And finally, this 90 has to be connected with this 10, so that's already 100. And then we have 1 piece remaining, and that is 70 plus 20 is 90 plus 10 is 100. So we've divided it up.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
Yep, there we go, and we actually got it. A stamp aficionado? That's quite a fancy word. Anyway, I'm glad you can finally post your documents. And we'll vacate the office in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. A like always helps out if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.